Welcome to the W. Welcome to the W. Welcome to the W. Welcome to the WNBA. The W.
What it do, peeps? It's the Beat Chef for Watch the Damn Tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. New subscribers, I appreciate you for joining. Hope you enjoy the show. Hope you get something from the content. Old subscribers, thank you for helping me build this platform and continue to push out this content. Let's get into this Mystics Fever game. Fever playing at home against the Mystics. Started out defense. The defensive pressure applied to the Mystics was something new. They hadn't played defense like this early first quarter. It caused a lot of turnovers, but the pace was slow. Pace was real slow. First quarter ended up 19-18. Aaliyah Boston had 2 early fouls. One thing about Aaliyah Boston, sometimes she plays like she's not athletic, and that's to her detriment, and will make some of the silliest fouls. But got 2 quick ones, got yanked. Second quarter starts. It started out slow. Started out real slow. Aaliyah Edwards with 2 dumb fouls. Kiki Irfin is cooking. Kiki at the end of the quarter, she had 14 points, 6 or 7, balling out of control. Kelsey Mitchell had 10 points at the end of the second quarter, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 or 3 from the 3-point line. Fever had the lead at halftime. It was close. It was 38-34. 34. Boston got caught for a 3rd foul in the second quarter, and every time Boston gets fouled or every time she went to the bench, Washington would kill them in the paint. Kill them. That was the reoccurring theme for most of the night. Was when Boston would leave, the Mystics would make a run. Third quarter starts. They jump out to a 12-point lead quick. Indiana's up on them. Quick. Mitchell's hitting threes. Transition. They scored 31. They put a beat down on them in the third quarter, 31-21. Boston picked up a 4th foul. At one point, they had a 12-point lead. That extended to a 14-point lead. Fourth quarter starts. It's a 16-point lead, and you're thinking, okay, Indiana's going to probably blow them out because they just got blowed out by New York. There's one thing about this Mystics team. They've hung with every team for the most part, except that New York game. Every game's been close. The Fever go cold to start the fourth. Everybody's playing lethargic. And then Kelsey Mitchell said, F this, I ain't going out like that. And she starts cooking and starts bringing them back. Boston's balling. She comes in, she makes a couple shots. It's 69-63. Boston misses 2 free throws, and you're like, oh, they're about to choke this off. The Mystics go on a hell of a run. Get it within 3 at times, got it within 1. Lexi Hull and Kelsey Mitchell saved the day in the 4th. Kelsey Mitchell hit some big shots. Lexi Hull hit some big shots. Got some big stops defensively. Lexi Hull did a hell of a job on Sykes. Sykes was held to 4 points in the first half. Now she started cooking in the 3rd and the 4th. Really started cooking. But really, they all got started late. The Mystics got started late in the 4th, trying to make this comeback, and exerted just too much energy to mount that 31-point third quarter. They didn't shoot threes well. And there was a few mistakes. This was a game This was a game of thrive and survive. Kelsey Mitchell thrived in this game, and the Indiana Fever survived. Indiana gets the win, 85-76, but it was tight. It was tight. At one point, it was 74-73, I believe. That's how tight it got in this game. Aari Mcdonald. Aari Mcdonald played well in this game for only having one practice and doing one walkthrough. Very well. Aari Mcdonald played 27 minutes with 2 of 7, 1 of 5 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, had 7 points, had 5 assists, and three steals. She caused a lot of turnovers. She drew a crucial charge. I thought she almost got knocked out because her head hit the back of her head hit the floor. Took a hell of a charge from Aaliyah Edwards. Aaliyah Edwards freight trained her, ran her smack over. She kept on playing. This game got physical at times. I saw Kiki Irfin on the ground a bunch. I saw Sonya Strong getting leveled. Colson was getting smacked. Colson went out the game twice. Once she had a busted nose. They really didn't show on the replay what happened to her. Then she ended up hurting her hand. She was going in and out. But for the Fever, Natasha Howard, 2 of 5, 19 minutes, 6 points. Got to do better. Aaliyah Boston, 5 of 5, 10 points. One thing about Aaliyah Boston, she was in foul trouble. She only played 11 minutes in the first half. Aaliyah Boston seems to play smaller when there's a center of equal size to her on that other side of on the other team. And I've noticed that a few games she will shrink. Sydney Colson, 16 minutes, 2 of 3, only had 7 points. Kelsey Mitchell. I challenged Kelsey Mitchell the least. You had to score. Kelsey Mitchell, for me, had to score 20 or above. And she had to shoot a higher percentage. The last 4 games, Kelsey Mitchell had shot 25, 26, I believe 31 and 32%. She was shooting 31% overall. This game, 50% from the field, 7 of 14, 4 of 7 from three, and 6 of 10 from the free throw line, had 24 points. She missed some free throws in this game that were very noticeable. They could have came back and bit them against a good team, but hopefully she can clear the free throw shooting up and get that percentage back up. Lexi Hull is a gamer. 36 minutes, 6 of 9, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and had a steal. Lexi Hull is certified. If it's a few things, there was only a few things that came out of Unrivaled that were positive. Lexi Hull benefited from Unrivaled because it helped her with her lateral quickness, guarding players one-on-one, and not having any help. It shows that she worked on her game and she improved in that aspect of her game, guarding players one-on-one. Shout out to Lexi. Lexi puts in that work. She deserved to be started. I'm glad they put Bonner on the bench. DeWanna Bonner, 21 points, 4 of 12, 1 of 6. Hothead. You can tell that DeWanna Bonner, you could tell she's at the end of her rope. She's at the end of her career. Barely got fouled. They called the foul. She slams the ball. Guess she cusses. The ref tees her up. Almost got teed up again in the game, which would have been detrimental. DeWanna Bonner's washed. 4 of 12, 1 of 6 from 3. 2 rebounds and assists, and had 9 stinky points. Damaris Dantas came in the game early for Aaliyah Boston in that first quarter, and immediately came in and hit 2 threes, which were huge to give them a little cushion. It was 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, had 8 points. Sophie Turner got into the game sparingly at the end of close to the end of the second quarter, got a bagel. Aari Mcdonald, like I said, had 7 points, 2 of 7. Didn't play Timpson. Timpson just don't play. Washington made some mistakes this game. A lot of mistakes. If you're a Mystics fan, you're probably asking yourself, why the hell did they play aggressive? If Washington plays aggressive, they beat the Fever. The Fever got lucky. Washington was in some kind of daze because, like I said, Kiki Irrifan was 6 or 7 with 14 points in the first. Then goes for a career high. She goes for 20. Shot 9 of 11 from the rest of the game. 9 rebounds. They had Aaliyah Boston in foul trouble. And Kiki Irrifan gave Aaliyah Boston the business that last game. Very physical with her. They just didn't go back to Kiki. There was times Kiki had mismatches and they would not hit Kiki to save their life. And then when they went to her, it was in the fourth and she was throwing up bad shots. But she had a real good game. Stephanie Dolson, 26 minutes, 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3. Had a bagel, cream cheese, bacon, and a sunny side up egg on that bad boy. Had a whole sandwich with that bagel. To be that big and ineffective is inexcusable. Brittany Sykes, 36 minutes, 7 of 14. They didn't shoot threes at all this game. And that was another thing that really aided Indiana. 6-8 from the free throw line. She was averaging, she gets about 10 free throws, so she was a little bit on that. She hit her clip. She got 20. Should Sutton, 1 of 1, 2 freaking points. Sonia Citron had a quiet game. Sonia Citron was getting banged. 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, had 13 points. They got a book out on Sonia Citron and Kiki Irrifan. They got the league's attention. They're on scouting reports now, and they know they're coming. So they get no passes the rest of the season. They're going to get played physical, and they're going to take their lumps. I wouldn't be surprised if you're a Mystics fan, you're going to see them on their butts a lot the rest of the season because teams respect them and they know they can do damage. Indiana got lucky. They didn't go to Kiki during in the low block. She'd have murdered Natasha Howard and Aaliyah Boston. They got lucky with that one. They got lucky. Ingsler, not really much. She did 4 points, 2 of 4, played 10 minutes. Shakira Austin had another good game. She had a good game against Aaliyah Boston, the last one. 12 minutes, 4 or 5 from the field. They went away from her too and had 10 points. Aaliyah Edwards, I know she's still trying to round herself back into shape, but she's nothing like she was last year. 15 minutes, 2 of 3, 5 points. Jade Melbourne, horrible. 0 of 5. Hit 2 free throws, had 2 points. They didn't play Lucy Olsen. I was very surprised they didn't play Olsen. Because when Olsen came in on that second unit, she provided them a spark. Coach Johnson did some weird stuff in this game. But they shot a high clip from the field, 54%. But that was a lot of paint points when Aaliyah Boston was out the game. They shot 1 of 10 from 3, 10 stinky percent, and shot miserably from the free throw line, 65%. But Aari Mcdonald and Kelsey Mitchell deserve a lot of credit. And along with Alexi Hull, this was a good team win. Make no mistake. If I'm a Fever fan, I'm excited. I'm happy. The effort was there. And that's what Lexi Hull said at the end of the game. It was effort. And that's exactly right. It was effort. The only thing is they're going to need this same effort on Saturday. They got a couple days off. They don't play till Saturday. Not another game until Saturday. So they got a lot of time to work on getting Aari Mcdonald implemented. She did very well for one practice. Gave them a nice spark, especially defensively. They gave up a high percentage to the Mystics, but there was times in the game where they got crucial stops, and Aari Mcdonald was a huge part of that. So shout out to her. And shout out to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell delivered. Them 4 bad games she had, she made atones for it. She publicly said that she needed to step it up, and she stepped up in a big way. Shout out to Kelsey Mitchell and shout out to Lexi Hall for being a consummate pro, coming off the bench last year, coming off the bench this year, picking up for a veteran that wasn't playing well and playing great. It's going to be nice to see when Caitlin Clark comes back and Lexi's getting this confidence starting, and her having that vibe with Caitlin is going to be fun to watch, because Caitlin, we know she elevates the play of these players. But congrats to them on a good win. This was a solid win, a feisty young team. I like to watch the Mystics team. This was a good win. This was a good win for Indiana. They needed to start June off with a damn win. They didn't need to start it with a bagel. They did not need to start this off with a bagel. Especially next week, you're playing the Dream. You got the Dream and you got the Liberty. So if Caitlin doesn't come back, at least you got some wins under your belt. But this was a good one to get, especially this being the Eastern Conference opponent. Tiebreakers and everything considering, you never know how the season's going to end. But this was a good win for the Fever. I know Stephanie White's relieved, because I know she's been catching a lot of grief about her coaching style this week. But let me know what you thought about this game. I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a solid win. Let me know. Leave your comments below. Until next time. Peace.
Welcome to the W. Welcome to the W. Welcome to the W. Welcome to the W. The WNBA.